The headline is that the group that helped Trump win the 2016 election could be the exact same group that will help Trump win in 2024. No, it's not you and me, the fans. It's the people who hate him who end up voting for him. And you might think to yourself, oh, Doug, you're quoting from Fox News again. No, this is a poll from CNN. When I quote from one of his enemies, it always means more than when I quote it from one of his friends. So that's a key to my kind of news is I go to the opposite, because in a world that's hard to trust, if your enemy is saying good things about your side and they have no personal benefit in doing so, you might just be getting at a very difficult truth. I'm Doug TenNapel, and this is Doug in Exile. I'm a comic book guy who brings you the news, just the stuff that I think you need to hear. I think there's only maybe 3-4 big headlines that represent our time and our day, and that's what I try to bring you. So if you subscribe, then think of me as your paper boy. I'm bringing you a newspaper, and right there on your front porch, boop, you come out in your bathrobe and your cup of coffee. You can wave to me as I ride my little bike by with the baskets, the saddle baskets full of the paper that I rolled up at 4 a.m. That's what I'm doing. I'm bringing it to you. So thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the thumbs up. And of course, leave a comment. We believe you exist. We believe you should show up. We believe you should have a voice. So tell me what you think. I can't always respond, obviously, when we get like 12,000 comments a day or 13,000. I can't even read them all. I'm going to read a whole bunch of them, but it's more about you showing up and being here. This is our headline. The group that won Trump the election in 2016 may win it for him again in 2024. And like I said, this is a CNN article. President Joe Biden continues to be plagued by approval ratings well below 50% under normal circumstances. That might be worrying for an incumbent heading into the re-election year. That's true. Normally, that's just a death sentence. However, but Biden likes to rely on a common refrain. Don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. So Biden and Democrats are counting on Trump's unlikability numbers being worse than Biden's unlikability numbers. And right now they're tied. And that's what's so close to 2016. Everyone said, oh, Trump, he's an outsider. We don't like the way he speaks. He made fun of Ted Cruz's wife, saying she's ugly. But what they didn't count on was that people disliked and distrusted Hillary Clinton even more. In other words, Biden may not be the most likable guy, yet voters will prefer him to whoever Republicans put up. There's just one problem with Biden's thinking. The polling shows he could be fundamentally wrong, and it could cost him the election next year. Guys, these are signs that Trump is going to win. I'm bringing you facts here, so hold on tight. This is going to be a bunch of numbers of actual polls by Trump's enemies that show that he's going to win. Okay, you want some good news? We'll end the week on some good news. Okay, right now, the likely Republican alternative to Biden is a hypothetical 2024 general election matchup appears to be Donald Trump. The former president leads every GOP primary poll by a wide range, including our latest CNN survey. So Trump is going to be the candidate on the right side. CNN even says it. Trump, like Biden, is quite unpopular. His favorability rating in our latest poll is 35%. That's those of us. We're only in the 35% among registered voters. That's basically the same as Biden's 36% favorability rating among registered. That just shows fine. I'm hardcore right. We're in the 35%. Hardcore left, 35%. We cancel each other out. I just want you to know that you can do all of these fill-up stadiums. Yay, Trump. You can do the giant motorcade. Okay. You have the same amount of people for Biden. They may be academics. They may just be crazy communists, but there's as many good guys as there are bad guys. Okay. So we cancel each other out. Okay. We still need you to show up. Everyone get excited. Need you to fund Trump's campaign. We don't take anything for granted. Voters who like Trump favor him by more than 90 points over Biden, while those who like Biden favor him by more than 90 points over Trump. Again, we cancel each other out. That means the election will come down to the 30% of voters according to our poll, who hold a favorable view of neither Biden nor Trump. Know that this 30% includes the 9% of voters who hold an undecided view of at least one of the two men, when we concentrate on the 20% who hold an unfavorable view of both, sometimes called double haters. All of the following analysis still holds. So again, they're up for grabs, middle 30%. If either of these large percentages sounds familiar, it's because we had a similar dynamic in 2016, when nearly 20% of voters liked neither Democrat Hillary Clinton nor Republican Trump. Trump won that group by 17 points, and with it, the election. So Trump ended up being 17 points more popular than Hillary by undecided people who disliked both. Who was most likely to convince them? Trump pulled them in over Hillary. The question is, in 2024, can Trump beat Biden? I think it's clear that even since 2022, that Biden has made so many more enemies among the American people. He's so much more embarrassing. And all you have is a media holding him up by lying 24/7. And the media has been shown to be such a liar to at least 17% of the people that they're not going to believe him anymore. That's my theory. I believe Trump takes it again. Earlier this year, Biden seemed to hold a small lead over Trump among voters who did not hold a favorable view of him. But in our last poll, Trump leads Biden by 7 points. Among the 29% of voters who find neither of them favorable. Significantly, a large chunk of this group, 21%, said they either won't vote or will vote for someone else in a Trump-Biden matchup. Now, a 7-point margin isn't big enough to be too demonstrative. It's within the margin of error. But the polls from Quinnipiac University and the New York Times, more people who hate Trump, also examined similar groups, and those who like neither man or those who dislike both. Both polls found Trump with a single-digit advantage, and a lot of voters who said they wouldn't vote for either likely major party nominee ended up going for Trump. I don't want to discourage you by saying there's 1/3 of the people that dislike or hate Trump. Those are the people we got to get in. Those are the people that Trump has to get in. Trump has to find those people who hate him and say, come love me. Come love me. Come love Kristi Noem. Come love our campaign. It's a whole new world. We're going to unite. He needs those third, and they will come. That's what the numbers show. They have no reason to go to Biden. Now, here's the other thing. Here's the other good news. Last piece of good news. All right. You guys ready? Let's say that Biden, doesn't make it. Kamala's dislikable numbers are even worse than Biden's. That's why I believe the Democrats who are ends justify the means. They don't care about the means. They don't care about the rules. They don't care about tradition. They don't care about Biden. They don't even care about their own party, and they don't care about America. They care about power, and they'll do anything. And that's why I believe they're flying in Gavin Newsom, maybe Michelle Obama. They're trying to get people with slightly higher, just the tiniest 7% more likability than Biden or Hillary or Kamala. That's the play. I'm predicting it. But right now, guys, Trump wins. Are you on board? Are you ready to accept those 1/3, that 30% of the people into the party? Let's get your buddies in. Never Trumpers. Sometimes never doesn't mean never. I'm Doug in Exile.